Incredibly, the Bitcoin market is experiencing rapid growth at the moment. Today, things escalated even further, with the involvement of the US government. It turns out to be true, even if I didn't believe it at first. First, allow me to explain what transpired. The Shiba Inu whale community has been busily accumulating Shiba Inus as the cryptocurrency market has been rocked by bullish rumors and speculation of an imminent Ethereum ETF approval. They did something completely unbelievable today. Into the block, a crypto analytics service found that massive whale transactions accounted for an incredible 73% of all transactions in a 24-hour period. The grand amount was 327 enormous. In context, a single day's worth of trades might set Shiba Inu on a path to growth. 327 trades is quite an accomplishment. Although occurrences of this nature are rare, they have historically had a substantial effect on the Shiba Inu market price. The price of Shiba Inus, for instance, tripled in 3 days in March due to comparable events. What makes this situation intriguing is that Shiba Inu does not have a little market valuation, but rather a significant market cap that reaches billions of dollars. Considering how frequently huge price swings occur in the cryptocurrency world, the notion that a project of this scale can experience such fast price increases is quite astounding. It is extremely unusual for a coin with a big market cap, such as Shiba Inu, to experience a price tripling so rapidly. A positive feedback loop attracting even more investment interest can be created by this kind of expansion, which implies great buying pressure and confidence from huge investors. It's an unusual occurrence that shows how the cryptocurrency market has changed in the past day. Are more often linked to smaller cap currencies, making them more prone to big buy-ins and more volatile. There are currently 5.5 trillion Shiba Inu whales in the world. The combined value of these assets puts Shiba in a position of over $145 million. Some of the most popular tokens traded by whales this week include those with a value of $100,000 or more, the increasing interest of wealthy individuals in Shiba Inus is shown in this. Over 5.5 trillion tokens have been acquired, leading to a severe shortage in the ecosystem supply. Shiba Inu prices can continue their upward trend if there is a reduction in supply. This kind of action has been taken by major players in the last several days. That usually means people are confident in the token's prospects, which makes the market excited and drives up its price. Nevertheless, a pivotal event occurs. Thanks to a 10% spike, and in case you were wondering, a climb above the 50 EMA 50-day moving average, Shiba Inu has proven that it can break through. According to the exponential moving average, the price of Shiba Inus has been trending upwards recently, going above and beyond its 50-day moving average. A lot of data points imply that this optimistic recovery might not be enough just yet, despite the common interpretation of this as a bullish indicator indicating that the token might increase further. The inherent volatility and unpredictability of the Bitcoin market is exemplified by the present incapacity to proceed. While the Shiba Inu price surged past the 50 EMA, the recent price chart shows that the volume spikes that followed the surge were short-lived, suggesting that there was not enough continuous purchasing pressure to cause a lasting breakout. There is a lack of clarity in the on-chain signals. There has been an uptick in the percentage of profitable addresses and the rate of network expansion, although the concentration metric is marginally bearish. Exchange signals do offer some additional information, suggesting that the asset is still controlled by a handful of major holders. There is a higher chance of price manipulation or sudden sell-offs due to this concentration. Bullish sentiment is shown by the smart price metric and the bid-ask volume imbalance, which point to favorable trading activity on exchanges. Regardless of these positive indicators, there is still a 6.6% bullish tilt in the bid-ask volume imbalance, which suggests that there is considerable demand for the current price levels. The bearish concentration signal and the failure of price action to follow through underline the issues. There will likely be a stronger bullish breakout for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has to break through the 200 EMA and see persistent buying action before it can reap the benefits of its recent advances. Another important consideration would be the general market condition. The cryptocurrency market is bracing for a major shakeup in 2024 due to the US presidential election, but taking a step back, it's impossible to overlook the fact that some worry the government will begin printing money to make it seem like the economy is doing better. The goal of this policy, which has been used in the past to spur economic growth, is to increase the money supply. This approach is called quantitative easing. This has transpired previously, most notably in the wake of the financial crisis of 2008 and more since the viral pandemic of 2020. A substantial quantity of funds to inject liquidity into the economy. But the most important thing to consider is what will happen to all this freshly generated money. The stock market is usually where the majority of it goes after a few trades. This is the way money functions. The wealthy and entities receiving a significant share of this additional funding seldom allow it to remain in banks, going for stock market investments, which causes prices to rise and buying demand to increase. Many anticipate a large infusion of capital into the cryptocurrency market following the approval of an Ethereum ETF and a Bitcoin ETF. Values of cryptocurrencies. This news story is even more bizarre. Donald Trump's acceptance of Shiba Inu and other cryptocurrencies for his presidential campaign was only made public today. Nothing like this has ever been seen before. A huge change in the political climate and the increasing acceptance of digital currencies is signaled by an ex-president publicly accepting crypto donations. These exchange-traded funds ETFs provide a less daunting entry point for conventional investors into the cryptocurrency market, which might lead to a flood of new capital flowing into cryptocurrencies and fueling an upward trend in prices. The Shiba Inu teammate took to Twitter to thank everyone for the good news, highlighting the critical nature of backing this measure. What makes Trump's recent statements about supporting cryptocurrencies and his promise to erase the present animosity against them in the US all the more interesting is that he did so shortly after being elected. If we're going to accept cryptocurrencies, he continued, we should make them legal, and he asked crypto fans to support him in the election. This does double duty. It raises Shiba Inu's profile in the financial sector and demonstrates that cryptocurrencies are real and accepted in mainstream politics. NFT crypto enthusiast Thor Melter dubbed Trump's new endorsement weak because it represents a significant shift from Trump's anti-crypto stance. It appears inevitable that topics like abortion and trans hormone replacement therapy, which are often attacked by conservative politicians, will be subject to authoritarian crackdowns, she added, because crypto can make them easier to buy. On the other hand, she did mention that Biden isn't exactly a crypto advocate. Supporting Trump just because of his stance on cryptocurrencies may not lead to many positive outcomes, and it's doubtful that he will garner many votes from this base. Whatever happens, it will raise more people's consciousness of the Bitcoin sector, which is great news for its future expansion. Encourage taking the plunge and propelling the industry forward. All right, let's move on. What are your feelings about that? Do not hesitate to post a comment. What you have to say would pique my attention. Select one of the videos on the screen to watch more information if you're interested. The video has come to a close with that. Please like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. It will help me out with YouTube's algorithm. Sharing this article with as many people as possible is another great way to help get the word out.